Joe Navarro, Dangerous Personalities. An FBI profiler shows you how to identify and protect yourself from harmful people. In Dangerous Personalities, former FBI profiler Joe Navarro warns readers about the harmful individuals that surround us and teaches us how to identify and protect ourselves from them. The book delves into 4 dangerous personality types: narcissistic, emotionally unstable, paranoid, and predatory. Navarro examines real-life examples to illustrate each type, enabling readers to better comprehend the traits and behaviors associated with these dangerous personalities. This book summary unravels the insights and strategies Navarro offers, empowering readers to stay safe and navigate life with the knowledge and awareness needed to avoid and confront these toxic individuals.
The Narcissist Unveiled. The story of Cinderella's stepsisters exemplifies narcissistic traits like superiority, lack of empathy, and manipulative tendencies. Real-world instances, like the Enron scandal and the tragic Jonestown incident, demonstrate where such behavior leads. Disregarding societal rules, narcissists create grandiose schemes to benefit only themselves, proving detrimental to others, as seen in cases like Bernie Madoff's financial fraud. Chances are you remember Cinderella's evil stepsisters, iconic antagonists who tormented and manipulated the kind-hearted protagonist. In these characters, we glimpse the dark side of narcissism, a dangerous personality disorder that goes beyond selfishness and vanity. Narcissists, considering themselves exempt from the laws that govern others, will employ deceit, exploitation, and occasionally violence to serve their interests. The Enron scandal of 2001, which resulted in the largest U.S. corporate bankruptcy at the time, is a prime example of the perils of unchecked narcissism. The company's CEOs, Jeff Skilling and Kenneth Lay, exhibited such toxic traits when they knowingly deceived and encouraged their employees to invest their life savings in the doomed enterprise, ultimately costing them their financial security. Narcissists, blinded by self-importance, may construct elaborate and grandiose plans while ignoring the potential consequences for others. A notable comparison can be made between the altruistic intentions demonstrated by Walt Disney in creating Disneyland and the sinister motives behind Jim Jones's formation of Jonestown. While the former sought to bring joy to families worldwide, the cult leader established a community built on manipulation, exploitation, and obedience. Encompassing feelings of superiority and absence of empathy, other narcissistic traits were apparent in financial swindler Bernie Madoff, who betrayed the trust of countless investors by siphoning their resources for his own gain. Such personalities view friendship and connections as mere tools to manipulate and exploit for their advantage. Being aware of the dangerous and destructive nature of narcissistic personalities can help prevent disastrous outcomes, as illustrated throughout history and fiction alike. The emotionally unstable rollercoaster. Emotionally unstable personalities are often unpredictable with a strong need for love and acceptance, though they struggle to maintain healthy relationships. These individuals tend to act as wound collectors, harboring grudges and using perceived offenses as ammunition. Commonly found in cults, they crave an environment that caters to their need for acceptance. They also leverage threats and impulsive behavior as attention-seeking devices, which can sometimes manifest as reckless sexual exploits. Phil Hartman's tragic story and the tales of Bonnie Parker and Anna Nicole Smith exemplify the potential consequences of emotional instability. Emotionally unstable individuals can seem like a constant roller coaster ride, with euphoric highs followed by feelings of victimization and despair. These personalities desperately seek love and validation, but often struggle to maintain healthy, lasting relationships. They're liable to act as wound collectors, accumulating grievances and using them as personal ammunition. Criminologist Leonard Torito aptly describes them as victims in search of an oppressor. Remarkably, emotionally unstable individuals gravitate towards cults where they gain unconditional acceptance and indulge in their neediness. Cults provide the structure and validation that conventional society may deny them. When emotionally unstable people feel threatened or abandoned, they frequently use threats, including suicidal actions, as manipulation tactics. The tragic story of Saturday Night Live comedian Phil Hartman, killed by his emotionally unstable wife, illustrates the perils of these personalities. An emotionally unstable individual's attention-seeking and impulsive behavior can also involve sexual exploits. This unpredictable demeanor is evident in Bonnie Parker, of the infamous Bonnie and Clyde criminal duo. The impulsive decision to join Clyde in a bank-robbing escapade that left 9 officers dead manifests her emotionally unstable nature. Similarly, Anna Nicole Smith, a reality TV star and Playboy centerfold, unknowingly demonstrated emotional instability before her untimely death from a drug overdose. She left a legacy of impulsive decisions and a complicated sexual history, with numerous men claiming fatherhood to her child. Such cases underscore the potential outcomes and dangers associated with emotionally unstable personalities. Paranoia's grip on personalities. Inherent in everyone is a warning system to detect potential threats. However, a paranoid personality system is constantly on high alert, perceiving threats everywhere. Paranoid individuals scrutinize others' words and actions in search of sinister motives, which can include people from all different social spheres. Notable examples of paranoid thinking include President Richard Nixon and Adolf Hitler, as well as membership in extremist or hate groups. Paranoia thrives and feeds upon itself, leading these individuals to seek out and become part of these groups, perpetuating their irrational fears and distorted beliefs. Each one of us is equipped with a natural radar, scanning for potential hazards. Unfortunately, those with paranoid personalities have this radar working in overdrive, causing them to perceive threats around every corner. They scrutinize the words and actions of others, searching for proof of ill intentions, whether it's neighbors, co-workers, or even family members. Perhaps the most famous example of a paranoid personality is President Richard Nixon, his paranoia evident in his ever-growing list of enemies and constant need for secrecy. Another instance of paranoia-driven thinking can be found in Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf, where he wove together a meandering rant based on centuries of grievances against the Jewish people. Paranoid personalities are uniquely selective in their beliefs, often cherry-picking information and connecting unrelated events to validate their stances. This mindset is not limited to world leaders, as demonstrated by Paul Jennings Hill, a right-wing extremist who justified killing an abortion doctor in the name of protecting unborn children. Paranoia also plays a significant role in attracting people to extremist or hate groups like the Ku Klux Klan and Aryan Nations. These groups provide validation and support for irrational fears and beliefs, further solidifying their worldviews. In the twisted logic of a paranoid mind, the judgmental stares and hushed conversations prompted by the group's unusual appearance only serve to prove the existence of a vast conspiracy against them. Beware the predatory mind. Predatory personalities are dangerous and extremely troubling, as they lack conscience and remorse for their actions. They coldly indulge in heinous crimes like theft, violence, and even murder, fully aware of the pain they inflict. These individuals often use words as a tool to manipulate and deceive, managing to win the trust of others to serve their sinister purposes. Being aware of such personalities can help potential victims understand the risks and protect themselves from these cold-hearted predators. The predatory personality is disturbingly cold and indifferent, causing immense harm without hesitation or guilt. They have no qualms about using violence or theft to get what they want. For instance, Joseph Fritzl, the notorious Austrian predator, held his daughter captive for 24 years, subjecting her to unimaginable horrors. He chillingly admitted to having an evil streak, fully aware of the atrocities he committed. Serial killers like Henry Lee Lucas epitomize the predatory mindset, as they equate murder with mundane activities like stepping outside. When recalling their crimes, these individuals are eerily emotionless and detached, highlighting their lack of empathy. A prime example is Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, who described in a calm manner the torture and murder of 10 people. Predatory minds also employ words as a means to manipulate and force others to do their bidding. Jack Henry Abbott, who wrote In the Belly of the Beast while in prison, is a startling example. His eloquent narration of his time in jail swayed famed author Norman Mailer and others to believe he couldn't be a cold-hearted murderer. Abbott cleverly used Mailer's support to get paroled, only to commit another senseless murder a mere 6 weeks later. It is crucial to recognize that beyond their disturbing actions, predatory personalities can cunningly deceive the unsuspecting public. Awareness of their manipulative tactics can help prevent people from falling under their dangerous influence and protect them from unforeseen harm. The lethality of dangerous personalities. The potency of dangerous personalities can be magnified when multiple traits are present in an individual. Such traits can strengthen each other, leading to disastrous consequences. Historical figures like Joseph Stalin and cult leader Warren Jeffs exemplify the catastrophic outcomes that arise from a combination of narcissism, paranoia, and predatory behavior. Recognizing these patterns is crucial in order to mitigate potential threats posed by dangerous people in society. Picture a pilot so entirely engrossed in their task that they fail to realize a mountain lies directly ahead. This target fixation phenomenon is also applicable when identifying dangerous personalities. Focusing on a single trait may cause us to disregard other vital signs. Throughout history, numerous examples illustrate the devastating impact of individuals embodying multiple dangerous personality types. Joseph Stalin's grip on the Soviet Union demonstrated the immense power wielded by such individuals. Holding control over the nation's citizens, intelligence services, and military, Stalin's narcissistic tendencies were evident through self-bestowed titles such as Father of Nations and the Coryphaeus of Science. His paranoia materialized in the form of executing nearly a quarter of his military staff after World War I due to loyalty concerns. Stalin's lethal blend of personalities resulted in an estimated 30 million deaths. What makes multiple personality types more dangerous is their tendency to amplify each other. A person displaying paranoid, narcissistic, and predatory traits can pose an even greater threat, as demonstrated by Warren Jeffs, the polygamist cult leader apprehended in 2006. Jeffs transformed his cult into a personal breeding ground, where he engaged in sexual acts with underage girls, often aided by their mothers. Jeff's narcissism manifested in his belief that he was above earthly laws, and that God sanctioned his crimes. His predatory nature revealed itself through his lack of remorse, while his paranoia surfaced in his relentless efforts to eliminate potential rivals. Recognizing and comprehending the complexities behind these dangerous personalities is crucial in order to better safeguard our society. Predators and precautions. Recognize the danger in people before it's too late by staying vigilant and proactive. Keep an eye on high-risk periods, establish boundaries, and consider nice appearances with caution. Learn to differentiate between niceness and genuine goodness. Build a supportive network to keep yourself safe from harmful personalities. When it comes to personal safety, many fall victim to dangerous individuals because they've failed to see the warning signs in time. To protect yourself, practice situational awareness and minimize your exposure to high-risk scenarios. For example, instances of violence are highest between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m., so try to be more cautious and plan accordingly during these hours. Keep in mind that predators often seek control over your mind, emotions, finances, and physical well-being. They need to be in close proximity to achieve this, so stay aware of your surroundings, especially in situations like using the ATM. It's essential to understand that niceness and goodness are not synonymous. A deceitful person may appear kind, but that doesn't mean they have good intentions. Serial killer John Wayne Gacy is an extreme example. He would dress up as a clown to entertain children in his neighborhood, yet the police found 26 corpses buried in his home. Always take the time to discern people's intentions before letting down your guard. Should you face a threat from a dangerous personality, consider implementing these strategies. 1. Set firm boundaries. Remain resolute after saying no. Recognize that predators may try to persuade you, but stand your ground to maintain control. 2. Create a support network. Reach out to friends and local services if you're being harassed or mistreated. A supportive network can provide regular check-ins, emotional backing, and validate your experiences. Remember the words of Louis Pasteur, chance favors the prepared mind. By absorbing this knowledge, you've equipped yourself with the tools to stay vigilant and safe in an unpredictable world.
As we navigate through life, it is essential to be aware of the dangerous personalities lurking among us. Joe Navarro's book provides crucial insights into 4 destructive personality types: narcissistic, emotionally unstable, paranoid, and predatory. By being acquainted with these personalities, readers can learn to identify and protect themselves from potential harm. The importance of setting clear boundaries and seeking support from alliances when exposed to dangerous people is emphasized, as these tactics can help keep individuals safe. This book sheds light on the darkest side of human nature and equips readers with the tools essential to recognize and safeguard themselves from harmful people.